Y'all. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, all glory, and all honor to YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, QADASH. So I want to give double honor to the Apostle of GreatMillstone, who will well. And third, I want to say Shalom, Mahabal, Baki, Yasha, Sharala, as you hope we like this push for the earth, man. So this is going to be through the spirit, but basically the topic roughly is going to be, are the tools that you need to do what you have to do, have been given unto you, man. But you got to remember that the Most High is giving you physical tools, but mostly He's building up your spirit. So He's giving you the spiritual tools, man. So when you're feeling down and out, you gotta remember that this isn't a physical fight that you're fighting, man. Because you gotta remember the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. And I'm just gonna start pulling scriptures as I start remembering them. So let me go ahead. Let's see. Let's go back real quick. Let's see. Salakia. Boom. Let's get it. 2 Corinthians, I'm gonna start at the top. It says, "Now I, Paul, myself beseech you by the meekness and gentleness of Hamashiach, who in presence and base among you, but being absent and bold towards you." So he says, "But I beseech you that I may not be bold when I am present, with that confidence wherewith I think to be bold against some, which think of us as if we walked according to the flesh." So some think of us as if we walked according to the flesh. For though we walk in flesh, we do not war after the flesh, man. So though we walk in this flesh, we don't war after it, man. We don't entangle ourselves with the affairs of this life, so to speak, man. When you go into a place, you gotta shake that dust off. That dust meaning confusion, man, and just keep it pushing. It's for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds, man. See what I'm saying? So yeah, to the pulling down of strongholds, man. So the spirit and this gift that He gave us, man, is spiritual battle, and He gave you everything that you need. He said, put on that. Let's see. I'm gonna keep going, and I'm gonna get another scripture. It says, "Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of the Most High," man. So everything high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of the Most High, man. So it's not carnal, man. Our weapons are not carnal. So our weapons are these scriptures, man. It's a spirit. It's what He gives you, the little spiritual tidbits, the angels, the ministering angels, things like that, man. That's what you have to work with, and you have to remember that you have these tools available at all times, man, because this is a spiritual thing. So our weapons, they don't tarnish, and they don't get dull, they don't fade away, man. But of course, if you don't use your sword, if you use your sword over and over again, eventually, the blade, it dulls out a little bit, man. So you got to start sharpening your sword again, man. So you got to put your sword against that water and that rock, man. You got to sharpen it again, man, which is cool, man, because not every day you're not going to be a super duper Israelite, man. So let's get it, man. It says, "Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of the Most High," man. So every high thing, man. So everything proud, man. So every day dealing with Esau and these random people, man. See what I'm saying? They put themselves on high, man. See what I'm saying? And that exalt is simple against the knowledge of the Most High, man. See what I'm saying? And bring it into captivity every thought to the obedience of a Mashiach, man. It says, "And having in readiness to revenge all disobedience with your obedience when your obedience is fulfilled," man. So when your obedience is fulfilled, man. So surely you would not go without your reward, man. See what I'm saying? So once you make it to the end, guess what? What happens, man? You turn from the fisher into the hunter, man. You get that crown, and then you become sparks amongst the stubble, man. Which is these the people that are gonna get taken out, man. It says and you're that spark, man. It says, "Do ye look on things after the outward appearance? If any man trust to himself that he is Mashiach's, let him of himself think this again, that as he is Hamashiach, even are we so Hamashiachs, man. For though I should boast somewhat more of our authority, which the Lord have given us for edification and not for your destruction, I should not be ashamed, man." So the Lord gave you us a certain amount of authority for the need of edification, man, or for the purpose of edification and edifying, man. It It says, but don't let that authority overtake you, man, and like you become and let it turn into pride, man. That's just a side note that I'm just gonna throw in there too, man. It says I don't want to keep going too deep. See, this is let's get it. So let me just oh, I never can spell that word right. Let's see. What am I looking for here? Let's see, man. It says Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5 and verse 14. I'm just rolling to the spirit here. It says, for the hope of the ungodly is like dust that is blown away in the wind, like a thin froth that is driven away with a storm, like a smoke which is dispersed here and there with a tempest, and passeth away as the remembrance of a guest that tarrieth but a day, man. So yeah, man, the hope of the ungodly, man. So if you don't have anything, and that's just retarded, man. If you don't have anything, if you don't believe in the Most High, man, then your hope doesn't exist, man. Because hope is the substance of things hoped for, man. I mean, let's see. I don't want to slaughter that. I don't want to slaughter that scriptures, but I'm trying to remember it. It says evidence of things not seen, man. Substance of things hoped for, and evidence of things not seen, man. See what I'm saying? And that's what we go by, man. See what I'm saying? And because we know that there's something there, man. If you don't believe in anything, then of course you're not going to have any hope, man. Hope is the belief in something that is a belief that something can achieve, you know, and even exceed or abound, you know, what you desire, man. Outside of your own power, man. So you're hoping for something, man. But if you don't believe in anything, then you don't hope for anything, man. It says, but anyway, let's get to the point, man. It says it's like dust that is blown away with the wind, man. So dust, man, confusion, man. It says like a thin froth that is driven away like a storm, man. So basically, it's just all over the fucking place, man. It says, verse 15 it says, but the righteous live forevermore, man. So you gotta remember that there are some here that won't taste of the second death, man. So technically speaking, man, there are some men here that won't die from this point on, you know, forever and ever, man, which is kind of crazy to think about, but it's true, man. It says, but the righteous live forevermore. There, of course, they're going to take out that old man and put on that new spiritual body, but that's going to be basically them translated or transformed in the blinking of an eye, which is different, you know what I'm saying? It says also a reward it also is with the Lord, and the care of them is with the Most High, man. It says, so yeah, the care of us was with the Most High, man. You already know what the scriptures say about the little ones, man. It says, it goes both ways, man. If you give a little one, you know, a drink of water, man, you shall not go without your reward, man. Roughly paraphrasing. And if you shall touch one of these little ones, then you get a millstone tied around your neck and thrown into a lake, and you drown, man. So, hey, man, it goes both ways. But point being made that we're under the care of the Most High, man, which is beautiful, man, because we actually care and acknowledge for our Father, man, who is YAHAWASHI, man, Yahawah, man, YAHAWASHI, who all technicality will say for YAHAWASHI, who is our Redeemer, man. It says, therefore shall they receive a glorious kingdom, man, and a beautiful crown from the Lord's hands, man. So yeah, you're gonna get that crown, man, and when you get that crown, you're gonna get that power, man. But right now, you already have spiritual power on a low level, man. So you can't just negate and put that thing aside. But these things, of course, you can't use. You can't. Some of them you can use to your advantage in this world, but the world's not going to take for it what it is, because they're carnal, man. They can't see it, man. What they believe is like the dust, man. It's thrown away, thrown around, and fucking tossed around because they don't believe in anything, man. You see what I'm saying? But that's not your fault, because they're crazy, man. But everybody's crazy, and they'll make you think that you're crazy, man. It says, for with his right hand shall he cover them, and with his arm shall he protect them, man. So yeah, man, he's gonna protect you, man. You're gonna be under his wing, man. So that alone you should feel strengthened, man. But the point of this lesson, or the topic that I was going into, was to let you know that you don't be waiting, you know, for something else to happen, man, because he already gave you what you needed from the beginning, man. See what I'm saying? You owe a lot more than what you know, or what we sometimes forget, man, because we forget that the Lord he's still cooking us up, man, even though we're pieces of shit. And like I know people say, or other people might say that are in this truth, hey, don't be so hard on yourself all the time. But I'm just one of those type. That's my personality, man. Like, you don't have to take for it the same that I do, but every day, rather I'm super duper feeling super duper, or I'm feeling like a basic, or I'm feeling like straight dog shit, it doesn't matter, man. I still remember, that I have a lot to pay for, man, and that I have a lot that I deserve that's bad, and that the Lord technically already paid for you, man. See what I'm saying? He already because he says your reward is in heaven, man. And because some of us are going to taste of the second death, and it's already been written, that means what? That means that you've already been paid for, man. So you've been paid in advance, so to speak, man. So you got a lot to give, man. Let me go ahead and restart.